Clipper, back with another vid. Back up in here. First take. I'm taking it first. So, to start you off on some, it's hard to accept it or whatever, but you see something is about to happen, right? And I just want people to take, like, advice. Uh, know that, the advice that I give is different than what I teach, like lessons that I teach in other content. So, I appreciate the views or whatever, but taking content and producing it like it's yours is way different than taking my advice. So, for starters, right? Excuse me. For starters, I would like to tell everybody or whatever on this specific page, just quick or whatever. Certain people are lying about their age. Certain people, they got away with touching kids. Certain people got away with manipulating religious beliefs within, like, courts, justice system, police, especially police that's around here, up in New York or whatever. So, um, advice to you guys. Um, a lot of stuff that happened within the last, I'm gonna say, 12 years, especially by law, especially by law, like cases and stuff, it need to be reviewed and thrown out. So if you want to, like, put some type of positivity into, I guess, society, despite the law system and politics being against your religious belief, you should try to invest, right? You should try to invest on using your intelligence and using whatever you want to do to prove yourself as being intelligent. Try to contribute that, to, like, your local city and state, um, boards for ideas and things of that nature. We don't need jobs anymore. We just need the robots to pull off the jobs. Everybody wants to be viral. Everybody wants to go viral. Everybody wants the immaculate money. Everybody wants to be, super paid and popping, and you want to network or whatever. And despite any type of controversy, anything you face, you want to be able to go through it, over it, and just handle the situation, which is understandable. My advice, though, to you guys is that you have to put it in paper and bills. See, a person like me, I'm more in tune in the federal side than you think I am. You're just in tune on the federal scam and the federal scheme. That's why I say don't take my intelligence, take my advice. When I make big, spectacular moves, or if I got something, set up for somebody, maybe a surprise, a gift or something like that, you could benefit off of it instead of me taking it away from you, right? However, if you tee me off, I'm gonna take everything away from you, so, or not give you nothing at all, or not give you a chance. So with that being said, I already explained what an incubator baby, cabbage patch baby is. So if you can't find a chick that doesn't want to go through that procedure, and that's the secret in society, the split between man and woman, I'm gonna drop it on you. Yours truly, I'm gonna drop it on you. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, certain women take the mental health route, right? And then that's an option to become a mother. Well, it has to be, because crazy, and things that go back into the colonial witchcraft times, which was present in the North. We didn't go through slavery, so a little advice, headliners and pages or whatever. Um, Zip with the drip. You know Arabic, right? And somebody like DDG, he knows a little bit too much Arabic for my comfortability and for my subconscious. And that being a religion that was ordained on me basically as a baby, not as a child, as a baby. Okay? There's no escaping it. So you have to understand the degree of the world where when you do speak a language and it's different than your native language, you could disrupt somebody's subconscious. You could disrupt somebody's whole persona, they whole like, their whole aura. Right? Now, being that Daryl is a father and money and the woman brought him what he wanted, look at the overall analysis of the situation. Okay? I'm always first in ideas and bring y'all ideas. And then y'all act like y'all basically made them up. Whether you heard them from my mouth or you heard them from the intangible of my aura. You understand? It's still biting off of me. So, Poetic Flacco, get suntan and lotion and put it on the area right here. Put it there. Okay? Suntan lotion, put it on that area right here. Okay? Because it's bothering me. And I feel like it's infectious. And all of a sudden, ever since I started watching your content, I've been getting dry here too. And stuff has been happening. Okay? That's how I am. And it's not a good idea to meet me and then keep me in your brain because I will have complaints. Because I understand that I'm entitled, right? I'm entitled to complain about you niggas and you bitches. It's just what it is. So take the fucking suntan lotion and put it right here, right? And maybe try to make a fake line, all right, like this, and connect the line and go in the sun. As you can see, it's white, so it needs color because white is the opposite of black of what we learn, right? Poetic Flacco, it's just stuff like that. I think Zip the Drip is a barber. Maybe he should help you out. Y'all don't talk enough Arabic or Swahili. Maybe y'all using Swahili. DDG is using Islam. Period. Okay. They all are. He's using Islam. It just doesn't matter. It just whether it's Swahili or any other the other languages that's African or if it's Arabic. It just doesn't matter. Okay? Certain people pick up on certain things. It's only obvious you did something physical or you're saying something in your head ghostly and it can be negative, which you're entitled to. You're entitled to a negative thought, but you're not entitled to a negative thought with the next person for no reason. So this is immigrants and immigration, right? At its finest. When people come over here and they guaranteed freedom and they got the right to freedom and they feel like they can take advantage of everything. So Zip with the Drip, you happen to look like one of my BM's mother. You look like my son's grandmother. My grandmother, my son's grandmother, my cabbage patch. Yeah, y'all are just spin images. Okay? My BM can look like you, but she doesn't look like you. You know how people have filters? You may call it shape-shifting or changing is something. I call it filters, a more updated word. You know how Erica Dixon has a look. Scrappy's baby mother. My baby mother has that look, but her mother has your look in a female way. It's way different, right? So this is my point about everything. One of my favorite introductions in the world, right, is Live Your Rep by 3-6 Mafia. She opened up, and it's a war between Bone Thugs and Harmony, and it's a war between 3-6 Mafia. And people wasn't put onto it. I was one of those that knew about the battle, the subliminal battle, and I knew about the whole situation about 3-6 and Bone Thugs and Harmony. Now look at my situation, right? I'm around the locks. I like both. I liked all three, as a matter of fact. I picked up on 3-6 because 3-6 was out before Bone Thugs. The lady said, how would you feel if somebody, if you made up a style and somebody took your thoughts? She didn't say swag, your voice, your ideas. She didn't say none of that. You feel what I'm saying? She said, your thoughts. So watching my content, taking my thoughts, but not taking my advice, you're rubbing me the wrong way. Okay? So, you people could feel a type of way. We called African American, but is DDG and the rest of them entitled, and Kai Cenat entitled to master harmful language, harmful words in different languages. And then when somebody picks up on it and they act unaccordingly, or if they have some type of reaction, is that person a bad person, or is that person crazy or insane? I'm just saying, you got a little ugly black girl walking around here in her head talking about scar, scar, scar in 4 different languages. Let's just look at the fucking reality of the situation. So if I learn a language and I learn a word, and then all of a sudden the intangible starts to interject into my intangible brain frequency waves, I become the crazy one, or is this ugly black bitch trying to give me mental health my whole life because I'm not the same ethnicity or same indigenousness as her? You see where I'm coming from? You see how I don't care about y'all? Because I was like that as a little kid. I knew something off the rip. I'm not going to sit up there and laugh about a situation that could potentially haunt me or tee me off or piss me off. If somebody else is about to go through something, I'm not about to laugh at that person, right? I'm just not, especially if I can go through it. Now, what the divide is all of y'all are mad, secretly mad in American society that women always get away with the most foul shit. That's what the truth is. So, as dudes, we don't just turn on girls, we turn on other dudes too. But girls, they show a sign of, truancy, like truth, like, you feel what I'm saying, like they bond regardless, so they're not gonna really turn against each other too much. As opposed to boys, we really throw each other under the bus. You see what I'm saying? So that's just my point. Y'all trying to be colorful commentators, and you're colorless. Okay. Do you know how many people stare at my lips? People stare at I catch people stare. That is a pet peeve of mine. That is a pet peeve. That is the reason why I go dry. I get as dry as possible. Right? That's a pet peeve. Y'all have very bad behaviors. Very bad behaviors. Y'all have very bad etiquettes. Staring at people's lips. A whole bunch of head nods. Playing with left and right wings. Or left and right angels. it's too much. How is your kids gonna be? Honestly, you can say I'm making fun of anybody or you can say anything personal. Everything I did was out of defense. And y'all constantly, my whole life, made me on the defense and made me look like I was wrong. I am to the point where I want to gore you. It's not just a regular fight no more. I want to put some metal in you. Like, I want to hurt you. All of y'all. Everybody. Not just New York. Virginia also. I want to really hurt y'all. Y'all have no idea how content and poise and discipline I really am because of my skill set. I can take one of y'all niggas and beat the shit out of one of y'all. It doesn't matter how big you are. A lot of y'all are big and y'all are not over. Y'all not up and breathing. Y'all are just big. Too much of a rumble, your heart is gonna beat and it can explode because you worked out the wrong way. You have no idea what type of person I am literally in the inside. Because if I see you and you look like somebody that I cared for or cared about, I might spare you despite whatever the situation is. Otherwise, when it's no holds bar, I want you gone, disintegrated. I don't want you, like ashes to ashes. That's what when they say ashes to ashes, dust to dust, right? They talk about a person like me. I'm the type, I'm 100% Muslim, couldn't be nothing else. I will go to another Muslim, right? And I will cross the other Muslim, like he's a Christian or a Baptist. I will cross him in his face. And I'm 100% Shia Muslim. Islam is my religion. I will cross it. That's how much I hate y'all niggas. Understand that. And make up a whole excuse on why I use that. I'm dead serious. Listen to me. My subconscious, my intangible, is stronger than yours. I'm like your parent's parent. I could tolerate you, right? But I'm also like your parent's parent because I want to put my hands on y'all. And I'm very disciplined. I'm talking about everybody. There is little kids that like some